Hi yoga friends, I'm so glad you're with me. We're going to talk about some goodnight yoga. So this is yoga that you can do right before bed so that if you're feeling kind of restless and don't feel like you can go to sleep, this might help you calm down and relax a little bit. Or if sometimes when you're laying in bed and your eyes just pop open, we want to be able to calm down and make those eyes go to sleep. So what you need today is a mat or a blanket on your floor, or even if you just have a carpeted floor, you just need some space to stretch out a little bit. And then you need your body and you need your breath, because yoga is all about connecting your breath and your breathing with your body. So let's do a warm-up. And we do pretty much the same warm-up every time, just so you get to know it. And we stretch out our legs in front of you, and let's point our toes and flex our toes, and point and flex, and point and flex. And then breathe as you raise your hands to the sky, and then stretch out over those legs and bring your hands down. You can bring them to your toes, you can bring them to your ankles, you can bring them to your shins, you can bring them to your knees. But just rest there for a minute. And then come up just about halfway, straighten your back, and breathe in again, and then breathe out, and go fold over those legs just a little bit more. And stay there and breathe in, and breathe out. And then push those hands into the floor and crawl back up to the top. Very nice. All right, so now we're going to turn around here, and I want you to do foot, foot, hand, hand. We're going to raise our hips into tabletop. Raise those hips into tabletop. So what I want you to think about right now is, what was your favorite part of today? What was the best part of your day? And we're going to just grab that little piece of today and put it on our table. So one of my favorite parts was the sunrise when I went out to get the paper today, and I'm going to grab that and I'm going to put my sunrise on my table. And then I liked having lunch with all my kids and all my family, so I'm going to grab that part of today and put that on my table. I was doing yoga with you, so I want to grab that with my foot and put that on the table. And then I'm going to, and I haven't done this today, but I like bedtime because I like to relax and rest, and I'm going to grab that and put it on the table. So now we have our table all full. We're going to lower it, lower your hips all the way down. And then I want you to put your soles of your feet together. Soles of your feet are the bottoms of your feet. And drop those knees to the floor, as far as they can go to the floor. And then I want you to bounce them up and down. They look like a butterfly. So we have our butterfly wings, and I want you to say, fly like a butterfly, buzz like a bee. Fly like a butterfly, buzz like a bee. And then let's sit down and sit crisscross applesauce. And I want you to sink those hips into the floor. And I want you to sit there and just feel real solid and make your backbone, feel the bones in your back. We call that the backbone or the spine. So we want to make that really, really straight. And we want the crown of their head to reach towards the ceiling. So sit up really straight and tall. And when you make that backbone or that spine really straight, we can breathe better. The breath just has an easier way to go. And then we can digest our food better. So if you are eating and it's not setting right, we can digest our food better when we sit up straight. And we can think better. So when we're sitting in school, we can learn better if we're sitting up straight and breathing. And so when we connect our breath, when we talk about breathing, when we breathe in, our tummy goes out. So we fill it up with air, just like this ball is going to fill up with air. So we breathe in, fill your tummy up with air, and expand that tummy. Breathe out. Take the belly button all the way back to that backbone or the spine. Breathe in, tummy gets big. Breathe out. Tummy goes out. Breathe in. Tummy gets big. Breathe out. Belly button to the spine. Very nice. So now I want you to put one hand on your tummy and one on your heart. And when you breathe in, both your tummy and your heart should expand just a little bit, and those hands should go up. So breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We call that a heart breath because our hands are sitting on our heart. So now I want you to put your arms straight out and stretch them and put your hands towards the sky, and we're going to say good night to our sky. Good night, sky. Good night, day. Now turn our hands over, say goodbye, world. Goodbye, day. Say good night, sky. Good night, day. Goodbye, world. Goodbye, day. Then we're going to breathe a little bit more by putting our glasses on. Inhale and exhale. One hand goes up and the other hand goes down. Inhale, in. Exhale, other hand up, other hand down. Inhale in. And exhale. Inhale in. And exhale. Very nice. All right, so let's get on our hands and knees. And we're going to do a little cat-cow. So the head goes up, your hips go up, and you breathe in, making that tummy big. Exhale, tuck your chin, roll your back, and bring that belly button to the spine. Inhale, head up, hips up. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll your back. Inhale, head up, hips up. Exhale, tuck the chin, roll the back. Inhale, head up, hips up. This time, when you exhale, sink those hips back to your heels into child's pose. Inhale, come up to all fours. Exhale, curl your toes and push your hips up into the sky. And then pedal you through your feet and stretching out those toes and those feet so they're already asleep and they feel all relaxed. And then come back down to all fours. Then let's come back to seated on our floor. And just roll your shoulders a little bit and breathe here. And roll them frontwards. Now roll your neck just a little bit. Remember to breathe as you're doing that. So we're going to read a book about Goodnight Yoga, but first I want to do a Goodnight Breath. And this is a breath that if you're laying in bed and you're wide awake and those eyes just won't close, it'll help you relax and calm down and breathe a little bit, and you'll get more tired and it'll let your eyes relax and close a little bit. So 4 is, first of all, your lips are together and you inhale, and remember when you inhale, your tummy gets big. So we're going to do that to the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to hold that way up there to 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to take our lips apart and we exhale, but we're going to say whoosh as we exhale, but you have to whoosh all the way to 8. So we're going to go whoosh, and I'm going to count to 8 as we do that. So let's try it. So we're going to lips together, inhale. Hold. Exhale, whoosh. Very nice. All right, so let's read our book now. And this book is called Goodnight Yoga, and it's by Miriam Gates. The sun in the sky is going down. So at nighttime, the sun goes down. So we're going to stand up and put your feet into the ground, into the floor, and then we're going to reach our hands up and inhale and breathe in. Try to touch the sun, and then watch it go down as we exhale. We're going to reach up and inhale, and watch it go down as we exhale. And reach up and inhale, and watch it go down with all those pretty colors when we exhale. So come back down to seated on the floor. And the clouds float by. As the sun's going down, we can watch the clouds float by. So stand up again. And this time, sit back, bend your knees and sit back like you're sitting in a chair. This is our chair pose. So reach for one of those clouds and then inhale, reach up and put the clouds up into the sky. And exhale, come down. Reach for one of those clouds sitting in your chair and then put it up into the sky. Inhale, reach for a cloud and exhale, put it up into the sky. Very nice. Come on back down. Let's see where we're going next. What else is in the sky? We have sun and we have clouds. We have stars. The stars sparkle brightly. So we're going to do a little bit of a star twinkle. So we're going to stand up again. Reach your hands out and wiggle your fingers like the stars are twinkling. And bring them up in front of you. And then bring them back to sideways. And bring them up in front of you. And let the stars twinkle all over the sky. I like it when the sky is full of stars. All right, come on back down. And the moon rises high. So we had the sun go down, we watched clouds go by, we saw the stars come up, and now the moon is going to rise. So again, stand up, sinking those feet into the floor. Put your hands above your head and clasp them up there. Put 2 fingers up, and then sink 1 foot into the floor and put all the weight there, and then lean over to that side. Make a C or like a crescent moon. And then inhale, come back up. And let's put the weight in the other foot and do it on the other side. Just like a moon in the sky. 1 more on each side. All right. The birds are flying back now. It doesn't say where they're flying back to. Where do you think they're flying back to? They're flying back to their nests or their pond. So put 1 foot up, put your wings out, your arms out like wings, and then you can raise that arm or that foot and fly, or you can keep it back here and fly. But let's fly like a bird. Now put that foot down and put your arms down. Put the other foot back and lean on that foot. Put arms up. And let's fly like a bird over here. All right. Let's see if we can find out where those birds flew to. To their homes in the trees. You were right. They went to their nests in the trees. So today we're going to make a tree on the ground. So I want you to put both feet out in front and then keep 1 foot there and bring the other sole of your feet. Remember the soles of the bottoms of your feet. You can bring it there to your shin, or you can bring it all the way up here to your thigh. Don't put it on your knee because we don't want to press on that knee. But then bring your branches up and let's wave your branches a little bit. Wave those, but not too much because then the nests might fall out of the trees. So then come back here, keep the other leg straight, and put the sole of your foot by your shin, and then your thigh. And wave your branches up here. Have you ever noticed if we do something on one side, we have to do it on the other side? And that means we're balanced. So we have to make sure that we do the same thing on both sides. So. The ladybugs settle softly. We're going to be a ladybug on a leaf. So let's come up here, come to your feet, but you can keep your legs bent this time. And we come into a squat. And when you bring your hands up in front of you. I don't know what a ladybug says. Do you know what a ladybug says? Maybe they squeak. Maybe they chirp. Maybe we just say, "Good night, ladybug. Sleep tight, ladybug." And let's come back down to our bottoms on our floor. Ladybugs settle between the butterflies. We've made a butterfly before, remember? Soles of your feet together, knees fall to the floor, and we flap those wings. Fly like a butterfly, right? And they're going to fly all the way to, where does a butterfly live? The flowers? They live in the flowers. Let's sit crisscross. They live by the bees. So the bees are going to buzz all the way back to their hives. So let's get on our knees, sink those hips back to our heels in child's pose, but then bring those hands behind you, and you can just leave them here, or you can clasp and you can buzz. Buzz. We're like bees buzzing. Buzz. Buzzing back to our hives. Let's come back over here. The little blue cat who lives in the moon. I never knew there was a blue cat in the moon. Did you? But we're going to be a cat, and we're going to pretend we're in the moon. So hands and knees on the floor, and we're going to raise our chin and our hips, and then we're going to tuck our chin and roll our back like a cat arches his back. Then we're going to come up and say, meow. And then we're going to roll our back, and then we're going to come up and say, meow. One more time. Roll our back, tuck our chin, come up and say, meow. Good night, kitty cat. The blue cat in the moon whispers, "Good night, world. You'll be dreaming soon." So they're going to come to child's pose. Hips sink to the heels, and you can put your hands under your head, or you can roll them out here and take 2 deep breaths. Then we'll come back up. And then I'd like you to lay back down on your mat, on the floor, on your back. And we're going to do our 4, 7, 8. As we lay here, relax your feet, relax your hands, sink into the floor a little bit. So 4, put your lips together and inhale, tummy gets big. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it for 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Whoosh for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then lay there for just a second with your eyes closed and relaxed. And I'm going to say a little bit of something here. So as you're laying there, rest back and relax. Close your eyes, breathe, and know that all is well. Repeat softly or silently to yourself, may I be safe and loved. May I be happy and healthy. May I be kind and caring. And may I know that all is well. Take 2 more deep breaths. When I ring the bell, wiggle your fingers and toes. Another ring, stretch from toe tips to fingertips above your head. Another ring, roll over to your side. And then come back up to seated. I hope you're ready for bed and are feeling tired but relaxed and calm. So let's bring your hands up to the sky and bring them together, your thumbs to your forehead, and remember to think good things. Your thumbs to your chin, remember to say good things. Your thumbs to your heart, remember to do good things. Good night, friends.